And welcome back. It's time once again for our Ozarks Live Book Club. And Mandy Hubbs is here from the Springfield Greene County Library. Mandy, good to see you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
We're
of course. So you've got 3 selections for us today. Always excited to see what you have. So the first one's called Demon Copperhead. Tell me about it.
Ooh. Right, so this might be a familiar title to some people.
Okay.
It won a Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 2023, and it's also on Oprah's book club, so lots of people have
Oprah
read it.
Yeah.
Right. It's also inspired by the classic novel David Copperfield, so the title and the storyline, it's sort of a modern take of that story.
Okay.
Instead of early 1800s England, it's taking place in 1990s Appalachia. So,
oh, that's a really interesting take.
Yeah, a very different story. And there's a background, in the background there's a lot of things going on. The character is dealing a lot with issues surrounding poverty. The opioid epidemic is sort of taking shape. So I really like to recommend this book because I think one of the most important reasons to read fiction is to sort of develop empathy.
Okay.
You know, for people whose lives are different than ours. And so I think that reading this book can give you some interesting perspective on some lives that are different.
Reading fiction to get more empathy. I think that's a really awesome take.
Yeah, so without spoiling anything, what would you say is maybe going to be the biggest takeaway from the book besides maybe the empathy piece?
Well,
she's like, good question. Let me think about it. That's a deep question.
It's a heck of a book, you know. It's almost 600 pages.
Oh my
gosh. There's a lot going on in this story. But really, it's just a coming of age story and really sort of developing an understanding, you know, for what it's like to live in a specific place at a specific time.
Yeah, I love that. Now, the second book you brought in is called All Systems Red. Tell me about this one.
Right, so this book is science fiction.
Okay.
Sci-fi.
Right. Not usually my go-to, but I heard so many people talk about how much they like this book, so I decided to go ahead and give it a try.
Did it win you over?
Oh yeah, so it's actually the first in a 6-book series. The series is called the Murderbot Diaries.
Okay.
So the main character is Murderbot, and Murderbot is what they call a sec unit, and so Murderbot's responsibility is security, working for a private corporation. Murderbot is a robot augmented with organic parts, is how they describe it.
Gotcha, that is pretty unique.
Without giving too much away, in the beginning, Murderbot figures out how to hack their governor module.
Ooh.
So basically, essentially gaining free will. Because the governor module basically kept Murderbot from making any of their own decisions. And so it just goes from there. It's 6 books. Every book is a delight. I laugh out loud. It's also very sweet and poignant in some parts. So there's a little bit something for everyone. I call it book candy.
Oh, book candy.
I like that.
So for fans out there who typically are drawn to sci-fi, what do you think they're like maybe really going to love about this one?
Well, I think that there's a lot of, you know, sort of technical jargon and details, and it's definitely great at world building. So I think that's a lot of what sci-fi fans like.
Yeah.
But like I said, for folks who don't usually read sci-fi,
which I mean, high praise if that's not usually your genre you go to.
Right, everyone I've recommended this book series to has just devoured it and loved it.
Yeah, that's incredible. All right, tell me about the last book you brought in just real quick.
Okay, so this is Nature's Best Hope by Doug Tallamy. He's an entomologist that works for the University of Delaware. I read this book a couple of years ago when I was doing a lot of work with the library, promoting using native plants in your yard. And a coworker recommended this to me. She said there were a lot of people around that were reading it. And Doug Tallamy actually came to Springfield in May and hosted a speaking event hosted by by the Ozarks Society, and it was held at the Dar Agricultural Center. It brought together a lot of folks doing a lot of great work in conservation in our community, and sort of re-inspired me to visit a lot of the ideas in this book. So this is a book that a lot of people around here have probably read and might inspire some really great conversations, or even inspire you to take on some really cool projects.
I like on the back it says, worried about the planet, change starts in your backyard.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's really crucial. Now, if people want more information on what's going on with the library, how do they get that?
Come check out our website. It's thelibrary.org.
All right, easy enough, Mandy. Thank you so much for being here. It's always a treat.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, coming up, we're chatting with our friends from the Downtown Springfield Association to get the lowdown on Taste of SoMo.
That's right. We'll be right back.